Hello, good morning, dear students. Today, continuing with the day before yesterday's chapter that we had already started from the diary of Anne Frank, we had discussed what a diary is, and today we will study the circumstances which led to the writing of this diary. Children, why do people write diaries? There are many reasons for this. When we have no one to discuss anything, then we take the help of a diary. And this is what Anne Frank did, because she had no friends, she had no one to discuss anything or to throw out her mind what was going on in her mindset. She took the help of the diary. She says, now these are some three comprehension oral questions that you can do or try to do and try to find out the answers of these questions. Since no one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty, if I were to plunge right in, I'd better provide a brief sketch of my life, much as I dislike doing so. She does not want to discuss about her life, but nobody then would understand the feelings that she was going to pen down in her diary. That is why it is better to know her life first, then we will come to know the circumstances which led to the writing of this diary. Now she is speaking about her father. My father, the most adorable father I have ever seen, didn't marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 25. My sister Margaret was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. I was born on 12 June 1929. I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4. My father emigrated to Holland in 1933. My mother, Edith Hollander Frank, went with him to Holland in September, while Margaret and I were sent to Aachen to stay with our grandmother. Margaret went to Holland in December and I followed in February, when I was plunked down on the table as a birthday present for Margaret. Plunked down means put down in a very casual way. I started right away at the Montessori nursery school. I stayed there until I was 6, at which time I started in the first form. In the sixth form, my teacher was Mrs. Cooperus, the headmistress. At the end of the year, we were both in tears as we said a heart-breaking farewell. Now, this is all she's telling about her life. In the summer of 1941, Grandma fell ill and had to have an operation. So my birthday passed with little celebrations. Grandma died in January 1942, means next year. No one knows how often I think of her and still love her. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other, and Grandma's candle was lit along with the rest. Means she had died, the birthday was celebrated, but not with great pomp and show, but in order to make her grandmother happy, and her grandmother's candle was lit because she had already died. The four of us are still doing well, and that brings me to the present date of 20th June 1942 and the solemn dedication of my diary. Now here the diary starts. She started writing on Saturday 20th June 1942. Children, please read it out. I am also reading with you and you have to do it. You also have to read it. Dearest Kitty, I had earlier told you that she gave a name to her diary and that was Kitty. Our entire class is quaking in its boot. Underline this line. What is quaking in its boot means? Shaking. Right? Shaking in its boot, shaking with fear, nervous. Our entire class was quaking in its boots. The reason, of course, is the forthcoming meeting in which the teachers decide who will move up to the next form. Form means class, and who will be kept back. Half the class is making bets, and GN and I laughed ourselves silly at the two boys behind us. CN and Jacques, who have staked their entire holidays savings on their bet from morning to night. It's you're going to pass. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Even G's pleading glances and my angry outburst can't calm them down. If you ask me, there are so many dummies that about a quarter of the class should be kept back, but teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on this earth. What do we mean by this? You never know what your teachers are going to say on your parent teachers meeting day. Right, children? You must remember that we also have PTMs, and you don't know what the teacher is going to say about you. It all depends on what type of a behavior you have in the class, in the examination room, and out of the classroom. So that is all the summary of what your behavior is like. So today we will finish till here. Tomorrow I'll start from here. Okay then, goodbye. Till then, you underline all the things that I had wrote, like quaking in the boots, and then what is an outburst. There are other things also in the previous page. Let's go back. There are some difficult words here also. What does plunge means? Then plunge is here. Plunked is here. Just like this, you can find other words also. Okay? Okay then, bye bye. See you again.